Hey everyone, it's Jason with NOAR Technologies. I just wanted to pop in here real quick and tell you about the new updates from HP Siteprint. They updated to the 2.2 and now you have this cool window that shows all your distance to instrument, your battery life, angle of the floor, different temperature settings, what firmware you're using, and all that kind of stuff. There's also a few other things that they've added as well for the user on site, which are really cool. Right here, you'll see a file that we normally use here for some demos. If you go to edit, it used to just be add a obstacle, right? Well, now we can actually add in obstacles using the RTS. So if we select RTS and we go in and we can select what style we want to do, so we're just going to use a circle. Doing that circle, what we can do is we can either hit continue there and select a target, or we can actually do reflectorless. So when we're on site, if we want to just shoot a couple things, maybe a pillar or something like that, we can turn on the laser and shoot that reflectorlessly. Cancel out of there, and then we'll go back in here again. Once, if you go into create obstacles, you still have the same option if you do on screen where you can select, but you also get this measure option now too. So you can select a measurement. So let's say that we're up against it and we want to see how far away the obstacle is, or how big we want to make the obstacle. We can go ahead and use the measure tool. Once again, we go back into create obstacles, go into actual, and then you have the normal just add obstacle. You can create a little box or whatever you want to and adjust it that way, just like you used to do before the updates here. So that's a really cool option that they have now. They've also added a few other ones in here. If we go back into edit, you can go to add control points. So if we have some points in the drawing, we can actually go ahead and add some control points. We can click on that and you can see that the coordinates comes in at the lower left hand side. So we can actually add that as a control point. That one there's already a control point. So what if we want to add another one? Well, if we know exactly what the measurements are, we can go in here and we can say we want to set one. Let's just do one at 0, 0 here. We'll go ahead and name it. Call it 0. And then once we call it 0, it gives us the option to create it. So we'll create it and you'll see a plate come in over there on the left hand side. So now let's do one that's 10 inches north and 10 inches east. And then we'll throw an elevation in there as well. Say create, and then you can see the secondary one comes in with the same 0 file name. Go back into edits once again, go back down to open editor. This right here is really cool. This is, I assume that they're going to put more tools in here as well as we go further, but this is a add an offset option, which a lot of people have been asking for. We select what we want to offset, we put the dimension in there, select which one we want to keep, and then just say add offset. Then from that point on, we can go ahead and create another offset from the offset that we just put in there. So those are all going to be on a paint layer now, so we're going to be able to print those out. So these are a couple of really cool tools that they've come up with now. Be really helpful with the things that you do in the future on site.